Hello, Collective. Wendy Joy, love, light, and positivity. I wanted to let you know that when I started walking through the road of awareness and things became enlightened to me, and I was immediately directed to see what that was and what it meant and how it affected me and what I could do in order to incorporate the value within what I was receiving, the visions I was getting. And I was led to believe that there is no research for me to do. There is no investigating that needs to be done, because when I stepped onto the road of awareness, it led me to the enlightened realization that with letting go of control and allowing the universe to naturally unfold the vision that it has already set up for me, that I had already contracted and put into place, all unfold and lay out, if you will, like roll out, if you will, to allow me to be able to, like a garden, walk past it, stop in front of certain sections and take a better, deeper look at what those sections involved and how they affected, me as I was going through them. And now, as I'm aware and enlightened and I'm walking the path, looking back at some of the choices that I had made in the past, trying to understand the relationship to what I had already done, to where I am here, to where I want to go there, and what kind of stopped me in between. Because when you're looking at your garden and you're evaluating, what choices and things you decided to cultivate, if you will, then it does give you a better realization. And sometimes it makes you feel bad about the decision that you made momentarily. But process that, feeling of, guilt maybe. And understand that without that feeling of guilt, without that experience, you wouldn't have been able to pick out the value then and go forward, because you're not going backwards in life, you're going forward, right? So now as you're walking your path of awareness and you're looking back at the garden that you've been cultivating, you may find more value now with a different perception than what you had originally gained when the event or situation had originally taken place. And this was highlighted to me through signs and synchronicities and symbols, actually, for a few days. And it took me a good minute to be able to realize that my mom was sending me from beyond, the understanding that there's always more to learn. And when you shift and change your perception and you go backwards and look at situations that may not have played out exactly how you envisioned that they should, that you would be able now to see what pieces of value you missed and be able to gather them, like you're picking flowers for a vase to put on your table. But what you're doing is you're gathering the pieces of value that your limited mind was unable to process. But now as your mind is evolving, you're much more able to process, to see, to identify even, to know that there was something that you missed. And when you get to that position, remember to hold compassion for yourself and not frustration, because you needed to be able to go forward at that point, because you had the tools available to you at the time that was leading you to evolve or develop the person that you were meant to walk into. So always remember that compassion should be always replaced if frustration or something of that nature, tries to show its ugly face. Because when you are aware and you go backwards and you find that added value, you're automatically going to be grateful and thankful, and it's going to humble you. So you don't even have to really worry much, because your vibration at this point is like higher than what had originally held you back and gave you bits and pieces of information, just enough to carry you forward. Because if you would have gotten all the value at the time, then it may have been an overload. You may have, just seemingly looked past things because you didn't think that they were important, because your perception had not yet shifted. So when you go backwards and you look at your garden, keep all of this in mind and know that your garden is beautiful, and it always has been. And when you pour love and light and positivity, it adds growth and evolution and development and spiritual ascension. And like the flower that blooms, your day is coming to bloom, and you will see that everything up to that point was worth it, and you were very happy to have gone through it, because you would have found the pieces of value that you had once missed that now will carry you even further, elevate your vibration even higher, and shine your light even further. That's my goal as I go backwards and pick up all the value that I may have missed. And there's different things that I've learned with the value that I'm able to obtain now from the tools that were presented to me in bits and pieces way back when. And I am very grateful that I am able to be in a position where I can share with you that no matter what you think that you may have gone through, that it was meant to uplift and to help you. And nothing was meant to hurt you. It was meant to guide and protect and shield you from, whatever it is that the choice was that you made at the time. Because your life is a journey, and it didn't just start now. It started at birth. And I know that that could seem like a long time, but time is like irrelevant. It's linear. It doesn't really mean anything. What's most important is you, your realization, your understanding, and your compassion for you, your higher ascension, your love, your light, your positivity, and your forward motion. Together we can make this world a loving, caring, uplifting, interconnected, positive place to be, where everyone has a chance and no one is suppressed, and everyone has a voice, and everyone matters and brings value to the table. And it's a large table because there are many of us. I cannot wait to hear every story. And tell me what you're bringing to dinner. I'm being silly again. But you know what? Life is what you make of it. And I make positivity, love, light, joy, laughter a priority because it keeps me young, it keeps me happy, keeps me grounded, focused. Imagine that. And motivated to continue to shine bright, not just for me, but for all of humanity. I'm rhyming. My lovely collective, whatever you do, I am sending you everything positive and unlimited possibilities and a lifelong amount of kindness, love, compassion, and everything that's just awesome in waves. As it comes to me, I send it to you. And I send it to Mother Earth too, because I love where I live. I love the ground that I walk on. I love everything about this earth. And I love everything in it. Because the beauty is so immense. The vibration is so elevating. And the inspiration is so creative. It's a beautiful place. I can't wait to see you at the table. Love, always, from me to you.